Episode 20? Oh, no. Tanhua thought she was going to be killed by Nanshen.
She trembled and nearly fainted on the spot. Nanshen, who was originally angry at her, suddenly didn't feel angry anymore. Looking at Tanhua's pale face and that scared expression already made him happy. Nanshen raised his hand, and when Tanhua saw it, she flinched like a frightened hamster. She was going to die. Nanshen might choke her to death now. Tanhua closed her eyes while still trembling hard. This made Nanshen have the urge to laugh. How could this boy be this cute? He only said that he would punish him, but his reaction was so great, so satisfied. Make me coffee, Nanshen said this coolly while only knocking Tanhua's head gently with his fist. He didn't choke Tanhua or whatever she imagined. After that, Nanshen calmly went back to his chair. Eh? Tanhua, who didn't expect Nanshen to let her go with just a soft knock on her head, was startled. Is this really that Nanshen? This person must be a fraud. Fake Nanshen. The Nanshen she knew would be violent to anyone who angered him. What? Are you deaf? Make me coffee in 5 minutes. If you're late even for a second, I will make you bungee jump without a rope from this floor. Nanshen crossed his legs handsomely as he shot a sharp glare at the dumbfounded Tanhua. Yeah, this is the real Nanshen. Ah, copy that, boss. I'll be here in a moment. Swoosh! Tanhua, who was very afraid to do bungee jumping without a rope from the 3rd floor of this building, immediately dashed out of the office at supersonic speed. 5 minutes later. Here it is, boss. Tanhua went back to the office bringing a cup of coffee she had just made. Nanshen took the cup and was just about to drink it when he realized something was wrong. Why the hell is the coffee so damn cold?
What did you add in here?
Nanshen put down the cup and frowned as he asked the one who made it. I added cocoa powder and water. After that, I added an ice cube, Tanhua very innocently answered. Cold coffee on this hot day would be very delicious, right?
Can I grind this boy? Don't you know that I dislike cold drinks?
Nanshen slammed the table and splashed the coffee onto the floor with a loud crash. This boy was his employee. He should know his preferences. But boss didn't ask me to make hot coffee. Tanhua answered with a little flinch when she saw how Nanshen's face turned dark. Is this man bipolar? He looked fine minutes ago. Nanshen's lips twitched as he had the urge to strangle Tanhua to death. Normally, coffee is served hot. Who the hell drinks cold coffee? Make it again. Hot coffee, and clean up the floor, Nanshen huffed as he went back to his work. Yin, who was watching from the side, really pitied Tanhua. That Tanhua boy should already know Mr. Nan's preferences after all. That Tanhua boy had already become Mr. Nan's slave since yesterday, right? Tanhua felt irritated, but she obediently went out to make another coffee. This time, she made it using hot water. Here. Tanhua put the cup on Nanshen's table with a little huff. Then she proceeded to clean up the floor using a mop she had just brought in. When Nanshen, who was focusing on his laptop, slowly drank the coffee. Pooped. He spurted the coffee onto his laptop, staining his shirt and his necktie. What the hell is this? Oi, Tanhua, are you really making coffee? Nanshen wiped his mouth as he stared daggers at the culprit who was cleaning the floor. I did make coffee. Tanhua tilted her head in confusion. She did make coffee, though? Coffee is supposed to be bitter. Why the hell is this one sour? Nanshen gripped the cup in his hand and had the urge to throw it at Tanhua's face. How could you make coffee taste sour? If Tanhua had made the coffee sweet, then it would still be possible. Maybe she added too much sugar. But how the hell did this boy make coffee taste sour? Did he add vinegar? I added liquid sugar. Is that vinegar? Tanhua was oblivious to the fact that the liquid sugar she thought was actually vinegar. Nanshen's forehead twitched as he almost crushed his cup to pieces. Why the hell did he feel like he was the one being punished? Yin, remake the coffee. Nanshen told Yin to remake the coffee while he decided to be patient with his dumb doggo. When Nanshen was in a bad mood and was about to change his dirty clothes, suddenly he received a notification from his smartphone. Ting, this is Mishu. I've something to ask you. I'm going to your company now. Let's meet in your office in 15 minutes. Mishu was going to come. He hadn't changed his dirty clothes. When Nanshen saw the message, he suddenly stood up from his chair with a loud brug sound. You, come here. Nanshen hurriedly ordered Tanhua to come closer as he loosened his necktie. Tanhua fearfully came closer, and when she did, she saw Nanshen was undressing his shirt button. But boss, what are you doing? Tanhua covered her eyes with her hand the moment she took a glimpse of Nanshen's bare upper body. Well, she still left a small hole between her fingers to peek, though. This was a golden opportunity to enjoy the second male lead's sexy body. Six-pack, here I come. Mishu is coming. Get me a new necktie from that corner. Hurry. Nanshen didn't get flustered like Tanhua did. He unbuttoned his shirt and threw it at Tanhua's face while busy searching for spare clothes he had near his table. Pluck. The clothes successfully covered Tanhua's eyesight when she was just about to see the beautiful scenery of a sexy man. Why do you have to throw your shirt at me? Tanhua quickly threw aside the shirt to look at Nanshen's body, but when she could finally see it, Nanshen had already worn his shirt and was wearing his suit now. When Nanshen was working, he rarely wore a suit, but once he knew Mishu was coming, he immediately snatched his suit and wore it to look like a real gentleman. But Nanshen's actions greatly disappointed Tanhua to the point of making her almost pounce on Nanshen and strip him again. "Gimme back my feast! What are you doing? Bring me the necktie." Nanshen, who saw Tanhua chewing on his shirt while looking at him as if wanting to eat him, suddenly had goosebumps. This boy was so weird. "Ah, yes." Tanhua very reluctantly hung the shirt on her shoulder as she got Nanshen his necktie. "Here, boss." Tanhua had to restrain herself from throwing the necktie at Nanshen's face out of anger. "Put it on." Nanshen, who was busy tidying his hair while looking at the mirror he brought out of nowhere, asked Tanhua to put the necktie on for him. He was busy combing his messy hair. Tanhua pouted as she approached the busy, trying to look good Nanshen. When she was going to put the necktie on Nanshen's neck, she found it difficult to do. "Boss, lower your head. I'm short, I can't reach your neck." Tanhua was only 155 centimeters, while Nanshen was 175 centimeters tall. Tanhua found it difficult to put the necktie on a man as tall as this guy. Nanshen lowered his head while his eyes were still focusing on the mirror. He was now applying hair gel to make his hair look shiny. Tanhua managed to put the necktie on Nanshen's neck, but now she found another thing she couldn't do. She didn't know how to tie a necktie. She never wore a necktie, and even if she did, other people tied it for her. But if she said that she couldn't tie the necktie now, maybe Nanshen would throw her out of the window. Yosh, isn't it just a necktie? Tying it like tying a shoelace wouldn't be wrong, right? After all, it was all the same, tying something. Here we go. Tanhua wrapped the necktie and tied it like how she tied her shoelace. She often tied her shoelace to the maximum to ensure it wouldn't loosen later, but somehow she did it when she tied Nanshen's necktie. Quack! Tanhua made Nanshen choke on the necktie.
Prang! Tanhua, let go. I can't breathe.
Nanshen dropped the mirror in his hand to the floor, making a loud crashing sound. His face turned blue, and he looked exactly like he was being murdered by someone.
Sorry boss, sorry.
Tanhua, who was so shocked seeing Nanshen's dire condition, quickly let go of her hand, but the necktie was still there choking Nanshen's neck. Tanhua hadn't loosened the knot she made yet. "Tanhua, the knot! Loosen it now!" Nanshen grabbed Tanhua's wrist and pulled her closer to help him loosen the knot. Nanshen was short on breath, and his hands kept trembling, making it impossible for him to untie the knot by himself. When Tanhua grabbed the necktie and was about to untie it, the door suddenly opened. Crack! Mishu had arrived at Nanshen's office. She thought Nanshen was busy working, but when she came in, the first thing she saw was a short boy holding a necktie around Nanshen, who had a pale face. Nanshen looked like he couldn't breathe. Someone wanted to kill Nanshen? She had to help him.